So we're on.
Yes.
Now, can I please get in place, because now I would like to prepare for what I'm supposed to do instead of running by the seat of my pants.
Scroll up.
And now today's starting lineups first for the Red Devils.
Okay, I hear audio now. I do have audio.
So when that's 5 bars, you're good. Kalia, tilt down. I mean, Jacqueline, tilt down. Jacqueline, tilt down. No, tilt down. All right, Kalia, you can be at courtside for most of the game. Kalia, you got to be at courtside to get reports for us. Well, just listen.
Okay, that's all. Your mic is hot.
Well, it's, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the 2025 Martin Luther King Classic, as Bezelis will take the tip, and it's won by the Red Devils. Opposing him was Cameron Messia, and here we go. Half-court set for the Red Devils, led by Orozco. They swing it over to the top of the key, back to Bezelis inside, easy layup, good for Thick. That was easy, Bob.
Yeah, that's going to be too easy. You know, we didn't have a pregame here, but Hinsdale Central is ranked number 5, and Notre Dame is ranked number 198. So we've got a 17-2 record against 11-7 record for Notre Dame. This looks like on the outside it could be a blowout in the first basket. It makes it look like it will be that. So Bezelis is the most exciting player from Hinsdale Central. Of course, his brother is on the Bulls. That's the big story. It's also a North Dakota recruit. He was out warming up before everybody else with the band on his legs, shuffling left and right, strengthening the legs. So he's going to be a real handful this year and many years to come in college.
Trying to post up, but excellent defense by Bezelis. That's why he's going to be playing Division I basketball at the University of South Dakota. Punk bake by Zervana as a bounce pass down low to Roslin. Good defense. They're going to have to swing it back out to the perimeter. Number 2 on number 2, and they swing it out left. Watch out for that matchup between the point guards. And that's why you don't want your big man setting up plays inside. The center is not really known for assists.
Well, it may be, but I got to tell you, I walked outside and stood up next to him. He's a big man, 6'7". So he's going to get a couple, 2 or 3 rebounds.
But you'd like for him to stay on the low block or in the paint, not trying to set up passes from the top of the key.
Well, on the other hand, he creates the passing lane, and he obviously expected a lob going underneath, and it just didn't get materialized. But then that's why they're 11-7 and not 17-2.
Nice pass inside, but even better defense by Dowell. Inside shot, and good by Messia.
Now, if Notre Dame is going to make a game of it, that's what they got to do. Get the ball inside and not have their shot blocked. Here again, no defense inside.
You know, we talked a lot about Bezelis, but don't forget about Tyler Thick, the senior forward. He is a huge guy, 6'8".
And he understands positioning underneath. I like this trap.
That's the guy you want with the basketball at the perimeter.
Blocked.
Blocked, yep. There's Thick again. He's already got 4 points and a rebound. Oh, look at that pass. Wide open triple. No good.
See, I think the way Hinsdale Central goes, we heard this in the newspaper articles a couple of weeks ago. The Hinsdale Central coach is saying he'd like to see at least Bezelis be a little bit more aggressive and take it to the rim rather than settle for shots like that, even though it was a pass to his teammate who took the shot. Take a little more time on offense, drive it in, win it from the free throw line, or get some more dunks from Thick.
Driving in the lane, shot no good, but he got bailed out on the foul. It was committed by Howell, the 6'7" guard. Pretty large to be a guard partner at 6'7".
The whole team on Hinsdale Central is tall. Howell 6'6", you know, thick 6'8". I mean, Brazelis himself, he's listed at 6'5". He might be 6'4", maybe 6'5". Even Dylan Dell 6'3", and the other guard, Eric Cozy, 6'3". I mean, so the shortest guy in Hinsdale Central is 6'3". Not like height is everything, but it helps.
Both free throws, as he missed one of them, so that'll make it a 4-3 game.
Yeah, and so with all this noise so far, it's just a 1-point game, but it's early. But 100% of the points from Hinsdale Central has come from Thick, inside.
Mid-range shot. That was really good defense by Notre Dame. But
well, if you're going to make shots like that, it's going to be a long game. I mean, this is, again, why he's very, very good.
Better shot by Bazelis.
And that's the question, too. Where is his future? You know, is it going to be pro one day? So if it is, he's going to need to be able to make those shots. Why not start now? But the coach is like saying, of course, we want you to drive it. Nobody can stop you when you're in the paint. Oh, I like that little hook. He created some space.
Just got to finish, right? It's a make or miss league.
Yeah.
In the lane, draws the contact. Shot no good, but Bazelis going to the line. He's a tough guy to guard, Bob, but if you double him, then somebody's always wide open for the Red Devils.
Well, I think I'd be willing to triple him and let two guys be open. As long as it's two other guys that are open.
Do you just clog up the lane and force Bazelis to shoot mid-range shots?
Well, it's like anything. When you have a top player on a team, you've got to find a way to stop him and force somebody else to beat you. The problem is they're beating you. So he's got 2 points already, now a third one.
Yeah, he has 3 now, make it 4.
Right.
Not the start that Notre Dame wants. And here comes the full court press from the Red Devils. The Dons get it past half court.
See, that's the thing. It's a foul there. That's the thing about Hinsdale Central. It's not a one-person team. I mean, it is a solid group of 5 starters.
One thing that hurts Notre Dame, partner, they're not fantastic at the end of games. Ridgewood dominated at the end of that game and pulled off the upset against the Dons.
Well, and there's an art to finishing games. You have to hold the ball. You have to allow yourself to get fouled. You have to take good shots. And sometimes players get excited. All right, here's a chance for me to be the hero, and they take the hero shot, and it doesn't go in. And so that's why you want to get the lead early, and you don't have to play hero ball at the end of a game.
During that overtime win against Wheaton Academy, they were down 15-14 at the end of the first quarter, and Brady Selhor scored all 14 of their points. They swing it out to the left. The triple is no good. Last touch by the Dons, although it was a save attempt. Hinsdale Central goes for the layup, no good from Thick. Loose ball picked up and retrieved well by Orozco, and then he finishes the play. Interesting decision to save that ball because it was going to be out of bounds by the Dons, but you know what? They got the basket regardless.
Well, sometimes they see things on the court, or they thought they saw things on the court where they didn't want to give up the possession and went for the ball. You see that all the time as a coach. They're going out of bounds and making a play, and you're like, why didn't you let that go out? Well, my teammate touched it last, coach. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was going to be an out-of-bounds play underneath the basket for Hinsdale, but they got the basket instead. Gets his defender up in the air, open three-pointer.
That was a good close, and he stayed on his feet. The prior close in the paint, you went for the fake, you can get fouls called that way.
Nice pump fake by Bazelis. Yeah. Partner, how do you avoid fouling for those pump fakes and those basketball moves?
It's discipline. You have to stay disciplined. If the player is not on balance, they're faking to get their balance back. Do not go up with them. But it takes practice, and you have discipline to stay down.
Three-pointer no good. It was attempted by Rhea.
Now, when they get their balance back and the player is on balance, those are the shots you want to go up, and you're okay with blocking for many different reasons.
Dangerous pass by the Red Devils, as you would like to see Notre Dame's Brock Servana make that steal. Kalia, what do you got for us?
Yeah, head coach Kevin Clancy is just over on the bench emphasizing defensive pressure. This is a Hinsdale team that can really get out in front of you and has multiple scoring threats, so he just keeps coming back to the bench and saying, play hard defense.
Kalia, thank you so much. As a 12-5 lead right now for Hinsdale Central.
That's one way to stop Thick. Just foul him.
Yeah, I don't want to do that too many times, though. Then you give up the 1-and-1 and the double bonus.
You know, I can go to a long tirade about that, too. If you put the guy at the line, he's a 75% shooter, so you're going to make 3 out of 4 free throws. So if you go down court, you have 2 possessions, you get fouled both times, you have 4 free throws, you make 3 of them, you got 3 points, right? Well, how do you score, 1.5 points out of 2 points at the other end? You have to shoot like, 80% of your twos.
13-5 lead for the Red Devils. Make it now 14-5 as Tyler Thick with a nice basket. Perfect at the line. Here comes Orozco, almost lost it, and he did.
And there's the turnovers they haven't had a lot of.
I'd like for him to pull the trigger that time. Instead, the floater, no good. And here come the Red Devils, 2-on-1. Fakes the pass, Orozco. I don't know about that, partner. He had a guy wide open for the 3 and said he did the circus shot in the lane.
Well, I think he thought he was going to draw a foul. And that's one of my pet peeves. When you're in the lane, take the 98% finger roll shot. Don't kick it out to the corner for a shooter who's 2 for 16.
Just not Rossland's day. The bad pass inside and then the air ball.
Well, one thing he's got going for him, he's a big guy, so maybe he's the one guy that can stop somebody in the paint. I mean, but right now it's a 14-5 lead. That's a lot of points, and we're only in the first quarter still.
Yeah, Notre Dame, Kalia talked about it, the head coaching staff led by Kevin Clancy. He graduated in 1998 from the Niles School, and he is talking about defense a lot. Orozco, he got rim blocked, and here come the Dons. Bounce pass in transition, and lost his dribble inside to Rossland. Back over to the three-point line. That shot no good. Loose ball recovered by the Dons.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not a corner shot that Notre Dame wants to take. Down 9 points, you want to take high percentage shots.
That shot good. (14-7). They're still very much in this. I think when Hinsdale gets it to a double-digit lead, the Dons will call their first timeout.
Well, it's early yet. Traveling?
They call it at the high school level more than the college level.
The way that works, right? If you've got your pivot foot down, you have to get rid of the ball to your dribble before you move the pivot foot. A lot of players will lift their pivot foot up before the ball's out of their hands on the dribble. So when you put those in slow motion, it's possible he moved his foot while he was still holding it.
Dons have not led all game. Rossland with a head of steam, instead kicks it back out. Now with it is DeVito. And no shot clock, Bob, so they can hold the ball if they want.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen that post move, go up strong and get the foul called on Thick.
Struggling right now, maybe call a timeout. They decide not to. Nice move in the lane, layup good by DeVito.
That's that high percentage shot you want to get. 2 high percentage shots in a row, you've cut the lead to 5.
If you're Notre Dame, anybody but Bezelis on this possession to beat you.
That means Froyland's going to have to play excellent defense right now.
Off the screen from Thick, Bezelis instead kicks it out. He calls for it. Bezelis, the triple, no good. Rebounded by the Dons, and they will heave it down floor, down the court, and 14-9 lead for Hinsdale Central. The Dons are fighting strong, but not enough offensively thus far.
Well, it's those bad percentage shots, but when they do take the good percentage shots, they are going in, even though there's some trees on defense for Hinsdale Central. So I like what Notre Dame is doing. When they penetrate, if they've got the shot, take it. If they don't have the shot, kick it out. But I'm not a fan of taking these low percentage three-point shots. 65% of the time you miss them, and then Hinsdale Central gets the ball back.
We'll take a quick break. More basketball action coming up next.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone alerts. They let the family know if something is wrong or suspicious. They do all of the work for us, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
On a cold, wintry day, it's the 2025 Martin Luther King Classic. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilso, a 14-9 lead right now for Hinsdale Central as they're hanging in here. Only down by 5. Thought about the 3 did DeVito, but excellent defense from Dylan Dell. He's had a quiet day offensively, but there's a reason why the Red Devils are ranked 5th according to Max Preps. They are good on both sides of the floor.
Well, you can just watch it and see for yourself. They're an excellent defense, well coached there, how they doubled the ball in the paint. Now, those are the high percentage shots Notre Dame has to continue to get. Now they've pulled it within 3. They're doing an excellent job penetrating so far.
Carmen Messier drove to the basket and got the layup. Down by 1 possession. Up fake. Over to Bezelis. Orozco thought about it. Instead, he'll continue his dribble. This time, Bezelis, no good.
See, there's that 3-pointer that I'm not sure the coach wants him to take. I think he'd like to see them drive it in, be a little bit more patient on offense. Hopefully Notre Dame has enough patience. You said it's a 1-possession game. If I'm Notre Dame, I'm thinking of it as a possession and a half game. Go for 2 in the lane, in the paint, at the rim.
Pump fake by Messier. Swinging out to the top, over to DeVito. DeVito, that's a 2, by the way, and it's good, and they trail by just 1.
That was a very confident 2-point shot.
Offensive foul.
Orozco out of control, bumping into the defender on the way to that pass. If you're going to bump into the defender, at least go for the basket.
That's the problem. When you leave your feet, it's hard to avoid that offensive foul.
Yeah, especially when you crash into the defender who's not moving.
You know, got to watch out for that. Know where the traps are at all times, especially when you're a guy that likes to drive to the basket and try to draw fouls.
Didn't we see a 14-5 score? And now it's 14-13, so it's 8 straight
lead,
points.
Yeah.
Here again, driving it in and not taking the shot because it was well defended. I like the Notre Dame patience. If they can keep this up the whole game, they've got a chance, not only in this game, but against anybody. And then one would have to say, if you're ranked 198, you're very underrated.
That's one of the disadvantages of no shot clock. If you're a team like Notre Dame that's not fantastic offensively, you try to limit the possessions, try to be good on defense and not give up transition buckets. Foul committed by Cole Barrow. Nobody with 2 fouls yet.
Well, and that's Hinsdale Central pushing a little bit on defense. But the way you win against no shot clock is make sure you have the lead so you can keep shooting, but you still have to make those shots. But yeah, Notre Dame is definitely to their benefit to slow the game down. Now here we got a 1-2-1-3-1 trap.
Back over to the 3-point line. Double team comes. They swing it out right to the corner. Quick passes done very well by the Dons. Open triple. No good.
Yeah, that's not the shot I want to see Notre Dame take. I think they got fortunate there wasn't a hack on that play. They just got the ball back.
Was
they
open,
are calling the hack.
That's where you want it, right? The high percentage is the corner because it's the lowest length to the basket.
Yeah, I'm saying you don't want that shot. Even though you think it's the highest percentage for the 3-point shot, I think I want a higher percentage 2-point shot. See, the analytics only work if you assume you're shooting 50% from the field, but what you got to do is take shots like that aren't 50%. You're 3 feet from the rim, you're going to get 80% of those, and that's what you're trying to accomplish if you're Notre Dame. Don't take that 3-point shot. Now, I like this 1-3-1 zone trap that Hinsdale Central's putting in. I don't like the cross-court pass, though.
That's a 2-pointer, by the way. No good, air ball.
Yeah. Well, he made the last one confidently, so give him the benefit here. If you're hot, you're hot.
Bezelis, pump fake.
Yeah, drive it in. It's man-to-man defense. Get a screen, throw it into thick. Cross-court passes. Growing up, that's not something coaches like to see.
Dahl will check back in. Has taken a seat. Sorry, that's Shell to check in. DeVito will take a seat.
So a 3-point lead against the number 5 ranked team. Notre Dame has to be pretty happy with themselves right now, but stop taking those threes. This 1-3-1 court, half-court trap is confusing.
Right in stride on the pass. Shot no good. The second chance, no. Rebounded by the Dons. If they make a three, they can tie this game up.
Yeah, Roscoe should have just caught the ball and then gone back up with it rather than volleyball tip it back in.
Roslin will check back in. 8 points now for Thick, 6 for Bazelis. And everybody on the floor for Notre Dame. No points thus far, known more for their defense. The 5 players on the floor for the Dons. Bounce pass in the lane now. With it is Shell as they swing it out left. This triple, good. And it's good by Anthony Glavinio.
If you are 1-3-1 trapping and you can get the ball into that far corner, it will be an open shot.
Orozco over to Bazelis. Thick calls for it. He gets it, just palmed that ball. Thick again, shot good. Was it in the act of shooting? It was.
Well, in the way this zone is working out for Notre Dame, Brooks Suvarna is on Thick, and that is just not going to go well. I mean, you've got somebody who's, 5'11", trying to guard Thick. Thick is 6'8".
Another sideline report from Kalia Butler. Kalia, what do you got for us?
Yeah, head coach for the Red Devils, Nick Latore, has been telling his bench that they have to get out and run and trying to utilize their post play even more. They do have some great size on this team compared to a smaller Notre Dame team. But again, just emphasizing getting out and getting ahead of them because they're a quick pace team as well.
Kalia, thank you so much. And you're right, Kalia, it's a Red Devil team that they're known for getting out in transition. But the problem is, Bob, is that shot is good and the foul, as it's good by Howell. Why go in transition and try to attempt transition threes? They are dominating the paint right now.
Well, exactly, and continue to dominate the paint. That was a great play inside by Howell, who's only 6'6".
Right now, Hinsdale Central has not made a triple yet.
I was so impressed he made that with his left hand inside the layup, but he shoots his free throws lefty as well, so he's just a left-handed player. And a travel, how can that be called? I didn't see a travel there, but it definitely a turnover called by the referee, and now it's Hinsdale Central's ball. I don't see how that could be a travel. No, they didn't have control of it.
Timeout Dons. We'll take a timeout as well. It is 21-16 Red Devils here on SBS.
Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night menu until 11 p.m. And for the fall season, O'Sullivan's will offer 20% off food for athletes and coaches following home Fenwick games. For more information, go online to o'sullivansfp.com.
Inbounds play from Hinsdale Central. In the lane, pump fake. Bazelis, turnaround jumper, yes.
Yeah, he was determined on that one. He was going to shoot and score no matter what. It was good defense on him, but just elevates over everybody and has a clean shot at the rim about 6 feet away. I like this pressure that Hinsdale Central puts on, too. After you make your 2 passes, then they release the pressure. Another corner shot and off the backboard. I don't know if he called the bank.
Bank's not open on Martin Luther King Day, but it's open at Fenwick High School.
Yeah, but that's 6 points now on 2 threes in a row.
Got to guard that guy, though. Nice move. Thick, yes. Roslin's just getting dominated down low.
Roslin's got to stay low and pretend he's building beer and just put your chest up and hands up and go from there. But you can't go for a fake not on Thick. He's got the moves underneath. Make him shoot over you, not around you.
Bazelis being an excellent teammate, knowing that right now it's Thick's day. Let's keep feeding the big man down low.
Now Hinsdale Central switched to a man-to-man now from that 1-3-1. I like this switching up defenses. Causes teams to have to be able to know how to defeat a 1-3-1 zone trap as well as man-to-man, as well as any other team that puts a 2-1-2 up against you.
Try to get his defender up in the air.
But again, Hinsdale Central, a little taller, is good at staying on the ground, a good disciplined defense, staying in the man-to-man.
Try to find Roslin, double team comes. Just a tough day right now for Rosslyn.
Yeah, there's patience there. The shot wasn't there. Kick it out.
DeVito, excellent defense by Bazelis. They swing it out right. Then back to the top. Up fake by Zervana. Last touch by the Red Devils. Back into the game is Messia. Back into the game is Cazius.
Even though Notre Dame is down by 6, they have to be very, very happy with a minute and a half to go before half of where they are sitting in this game and how they are playing.
I would also be happy if I'm Nick Latour for Hinsdale Central. They're finding other ways to win today besides just relying on Bazelis. And Bazelis, he can get hot in a split second, so don't worry about that in the second half.
Well, I'd like to bang it inside to Thick a lot more. He's already got, 13 points?
Shot is good.
And again, a high percentage shot inside from Notre Dame.
If Hinsdale Central wants, they can hold for the last shot, but they like to shoot pretty quickly in their possessions. Bazelis, he's a little out of rhythm in that shot. It was wide.
From my memory, he's 0 for 3 on those threes.
Haven't made one yet. Yeah.
To your point, though, if he gets hot and he's 3 for 3 on those threes, 34-21 is a huge differential. But right now, it's just 4 points. Notre Dame, if they hold for something close to the last shot, at least get a good shot near the end, close within 2 for the first half, they're playing a great game.
Vincent Schell with it. They swing it out left. Right now, Glaviano over to DeVito. And now Savannah.
Yeah, they're clearly eating clock until they're going to get that last shot.
Looking for a screen. He gets it. Tried to drive in, instead bounce pass. The fadeaway jumper, no good, off the backboard. And the half-court heave is way beyond the buzzer. 25-21. Nice game by Hinsdale Central in the first half. Excellent game from Notre Dame College Prep.
Well, I'm thinking that Hinsdale Central is going back to the locker room saying, what the heck, you guys? We're letting Notre Dame within 4 points of us? What are we not doing? So I think the changes that Hinsdale Central has to make is Bazelis, just like the coach says, you got to drive it in yourself. But I think what they got to do is continue to get the ball down low to Tyler Thick, who's already got 13, which is more than half of the Hinsdale Central points. I'm saying Hinsdale Central is saying we're not playing well at all. On the other hand, Notre Dame is absolutely playing a good game, and I really like their shot selection. Only a couple times have they taken some long threes. It didn't look like they were on balance. Orozco made that one jumper, so he has every right to take another jumper. But their shot selection has been terrific, and neither team has a lot of turnovers. So it's a very, very, I'll say, surprisingly close game. But offhand, you'd have to say Notre Dame is a little bit underrated here.
All right, we'll get some halftime stats. You're watching Fenwick against Notre Dame College Prep here on SBS.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having as much as fun as we are. I'm Kyle Smith, alongside Kalia Butler for our halftime report. Kalia, close game. Hinsdale Central only up 4 points. What do you got for us at halftime?
Yeah, Kyle, a key factor to this offense for the Red Devils is Vince Busalis, who has 8 points and 2 assists, going 3 of 3 from the field after this first half. And I asked him before the game, was just like, you know, being a brother of a Bulls player, what is it like? And he was like, I don't really think about it that much. Him and Modest have a very close relationship, but it seems like he does his own thing and he doesn't take over or after what Modest is doing. But one key thing about him is that he is always the first player on the court for Hinsdale, and that's just what his character is and how he likes to show up for himself.
Well, Kalia, maybe we'll finally see him in the NBA just like his big brother. As a 25-21 lead.
I like it when players say they're the first one on the court, but in this case, Brusalis really was.
He really was, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was here way before everybody else. Of course, you don't know what's going on in the weight room.
I don't have audio.
Another basket for Tyler Thick, leading the team with 15 points now, having a great game inside. I think I'd like to see a lot more Hinsdale Central going inside to Thick. Notre Dame has no answer on defense for him. Foul inside on Michael Howell.
No? Okay, back.
7:32 remaining, 21-27 lead for Hinsdale Central. Rosslyn with it as the turnaround Jay, no good. Orozco rebounds. And this is where Notre Dame's got to be careful, partner. You don't want this to be a 10-point or worse deficit.
Well, at least that was a good shot by Rosslyn, even though it didn't go in. It was excellent defense by Thick on the play.
Yeah, Thick's playing an excellent game. That shot, no good. Over the back called on Thick, and Thick knew it. The frustration was not the referee, it was at himself.
Well, there is a little bit of frustration. I'm sure Hinsdale Central said at halftime, you guys are not doing something, and the something is probably something around the being more aggressive, hustling, that kind of stuff. So Thick trying to do that, being more aggressive, and just went over the back for that rebound. Back to the man-to-man defense here. So again, Notre Dame just has to be patient and take those inside shots. Although shooting from the corner, Ryder Ryla's 2 shots, 1 made, I think it is.
Yeah, both teams have not shot the triple well today.
It's Giaviano is 2 shots, 1, 3 shots, 2 made. See, that's a flop. Don't flop. He was watching Mahomes.
Still right in there. The more that this game goes on, the more the pressure is on the Red Devils to put this one away. Bezelis, open triple. Nope.
Again, 0 for 4 now from there.
He's a good player, but he's still human. The more you miss, the more it starts to get into your head a little bit.
Well, and that was not exactly an on-balance shot. He's jumping forward from the 3, trying to make it a shorter 3. Again, nice close-out defense from Hinsdale Central.
Tried to draw the foul. Messia, now a 2-on-1. Leading the way is Bezelis. Bezelis! Was he touched? I don't think he was, because the ref signaled it the other way for an out-of-bounds play.
Well, he was avoiding the contact to get the dunk and just missed it.
Swinging out right. Now at the top of the key to Messia. Wide open 3. Yes! Bangs it home by Ryder Rea, the football player who has a 4.73 GPA.
And that was an open shot, top of the key and on balance.
Notre Dame, chance to get their first lead of the day.
Be patient. There you go.
Brock Savarna. Savarna in the lane, yes! Let's see if Latour calls a timeout here.
I like that matchup, though.
You surprised that the Red Devils aren't calling timeout?
Yeah, this would be a good time for it. Just settle them down a little bit.
They were up as many as 9. Now they trail by 1. Bad shot. Easy rebound from Rosslyn.
See, this is where I agree. I think Hinsdale Central has to pound the ball down low.
His thick tire, his conditioning an issue for him. He's been their go-to guy. Rosslyn was fouled way before the shot. Rosslyn wants a continuation play, but not even in the NBA would they call continuation on that. Rosslyn a little tired. He'll take a seat. He's fighting, partner. It's not his best game, but Rosslyn, he's given them minutes, especially in the second half.
Well, he's got to stay down on defense and at least stop other penetration from happening. But if they keep giving the ball to Thick, he just can't stop Thick. But Notre Dame now, to be very, very selective on your shots. And they have been.
Hinsdale Central now in a little bit of foul trouble. Thick and Howell both with 2 fouls. If I'm Notre Dame, keep attacking. But Hinsdale Central has not had much of an answer for that in the second half. Ooh, dangerous pass.
Well, the matchup that's been good is Suvarna penetrating. And
open triple, yes. Yeah. Good by Rea. Keep feeding him. He's hungry. Timeout, Latour. And Notre Dame up by 4. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the Dons against the Red Devils here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. No.
Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night menu until 11 p.m. And for the fall season, O'Sullivan's will offer 20% off food for athletes and coaches following home Fenwick games. For more information, go online to o'sullivansfp.com.
(31-27) lead. What do you think head coach Nick Latour is telling his boys during this timeout?
Well, they're doing a fantastic job, and especially on shot selection. They got to keep Ryder Raya hot and then Brock Suvarna hot. But Hinsdale Central might want to consider changing their defensive assignments, put a couple of taller people on those long threes. But if I'm Notre Dame, I don't think I'm going to continue to live with shooting those threes. Try to move it inside. Little step-ins under the basket, layups, that kind of thing. Hinsdale Central, they are just cold as sin from 3. They need to take, in the paint shots as well.
This is a Hinsdale Central team. They know how to rally. This is how they won the tournament title, by rallying.
Well, Notre Dame is pushing them, and very questionable offensive call there, but another call made by the same ref.
That's now 4 fouls committed by the Red Devils, just 1 for the Dons.
Yeah, I didn't like that offensive call. He says the elbow got a little high into the face.
I think there were a lot of Dons fans that liked that call.
That's probably true. Well, and if he really did clear him out with his elbow, that's an appropriate call.
The other thing is, even if you didn't mean to, if you lead with the forearm or if you lead with the elbow, it's going to be called every time.
Unless, of course, if you're in the NBA.
No, they call that too. They'll call Jokic for the forearms. He's just so good he doesn't do it that much. Or at least when he does it, it's not noticeable.
Not noticeable.
Well, a triple would give you a 3-possession lead, but do you just want a high percentage shot here?
No, a high percentage shot over and over and over.
Driving in. Lost his man. Bezelis was there to help. Late. And it's off the window and in.
Yeah, I think Bezelis needed to be there with his arms up. He put his arms up, but too late. There's a deflected shot or pass. Ooh, there's a break. Nice play by Bezelis. Hit that off the Notre Dame player, Anthony Glaviano.
Did Hinsdale Central take this Dons team lightly? They looked good in warm-ups, Hinsdale Central did.
Oh, man, one of the warm-up plays. Bounced the ball off the ground, then off the backboard, and then went in and dunked it. I mean, that's a highlight film in any warm-up.
But right now, the Dons taking it to them.
Yeah, they are. 4-point lead. But that last basket by Hinsdale Central was in the paint, so that's what they've got to do too. Both teams need to see if they can't score in the paint rather than from the three-point line.
I'd like to see Hinsdale Central get it to Thick more. Even if he doesn't score, you tire out Rosslyn by guarding him. Bounce pass, and then they'll set it up back at the top. No shot clock, so the Dons can wait for the shot they want.
Well, and this is a good time.
Open triple. Yes!
This is a good time to go back into that 1-3-1 defense and put the double team trap so that maybe they can get some turnovers out of it. But don't panic, you're down 7.
If it gets to double digits, Hinsdale Central will have to call their second time out of the game.
Well, and the clock is winding down a bit. There's going to be a foul there. So a 7-point lead with 1:49 to go in the third. I don't know that even Notre Dame thought they were going to be in this spot.
Bob, for younger fans that are watching the game, they're wondering, why is it a foul? He hit all ball on the deflection.
Well, if he did hit all ball on the deflection, it's not a foul. It's clearly the ref is saying to hit a wrist or an arm.
He hit the wrist before he hit the ball.
Well, then that's a foul. If you hit the hand while the hand is on the ball, that's not a foul.
That was definitely a foul.
Looked like a push from behind, perhaps. But yeah, the hand is part of the ball, so if you hit the hand and the hand is touching the ball, it's not a foul. But if you hit the hand is not touching the ball, it is a foul. And of course, if you hit the wrist is never considered part of the ball.
Bazelis with it, he's guarded closely, as you would expect this late in the game. Bazelis, dangerous pass, but he got it through. Baseline play, he was fouled by Rosslyn. And probably a good foul by Rosslyn because he had an open man behind him for a dunk.
Yeah, I don't think he tried to foul him, but it turned out good. I don't know that I would have called it if I was the ref, but we're a long way away, and he probably did get pushed. Rosslyn's a big guy. You push him a little bit, you can go flying.
Bad decision. Cazius somehow got it to Howell. Whew. Break for the Dons.
Yeah, foul on the ground before the shot.
Now in the NBA, would that be continuation? No, because I think he was fouled before he caught it.
Yeah, he was fouled on the ground before he was going into any kind of a shooting motion.
Another report from Kalia Butler. Kalia, we got ourselves a game and potential upset with the Dons up by 7.
Yeah, you can tell that head coach Nick Latore is not very happy with how the Red Devils are executing on offense. You can see in his face, but he's one of those coaches that isn't going to show too much emotion throughout the entirety of the game. But once the players are coming back to the bench and he's substituting them out, you can tell he's getting frustrated and saying you need to execute, especially because this Notre Dame team has been able to get some momentum going for themselves.
Kalia, thank you so much. 7-point lead. Blocked. Another chance for the Red Devils. It's good. And it was in the act of shooting. Going to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way, right? Well, you can tell the intensity from Hinsdale Central has been turned up. So the coach's frustration is getting manifested the right way. But now they're down 5. If he makes his free throw, it's down 4, 2 possessions. And still, plenty of time to go in the game. But Notre Dame would be wise to continue to use clock every time they have the ball. Now they scored, but they're staying, it appears to be staying man-to-man.
That was almost a 3-point swing. It looked like the Dons were going to get the rebound and go the other way, and instead the Red Devils luckily got it back off the block. I don't know about that shot. Foul committed by the Red Devils. Hinsdale Central pleading their case. The foul was called by Cole Barrow.
Yeah, we got the wrong angle for this, but it looked like there was a push. Yeah, and at the same time, I don't know how a player goes flying from a little tiny push like that. So we're at the wrong angle to say that was a flop, but I think that play was embellished a bit.
So this is interesting. Now, the Jumbotron guy might be behind on the fouls, but I do not think it was in the act of shooting. I guess they're saying he was trying to do a shot as he was catching the ball. Did you see that?
It was not on the shot. You got a point. Why is he at the free throw line?
Because it's definitely not 7.
Well, he missed both.
Because you got to get to 7 fouls for the 1-and-1.
Well, he missed both, so it wasn't a 1-on-1 either. I don't see how it was a shooting shot either.
Shooting foul, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're the Red Devils, you can hold, but they've been shooting early on in their possessions.
Here's another cross-court pass. Nah, not that shot.
Cazius did not get the friendly roll. Brilliant rebound by Rosslyn. Finds the man. A Jokic-esque pass. The finish. The block. It was clean. The second chance. No. Notre Dame will try it for a third time. A lot of stuff happening there. Hinsdale Central thought that there was a travel from Shell, but they called a foul instead.
Well, and the questionable block could have been a goaltend.
What a pass by Rossland. Just the ultimate team player. He knows he's not playing his best game, but he's given them efficient minutes when they've needed it most.
That poor guy, we're saying he's not playing a good game. He might be playing the best game we've ever seen him play.
Said that he's not playing his best game.
I mean, right now he's doing his job, and he's beating the number 5 ranked team, and they're up by 5. I'd say he's probably having a good game.
He has gotten beat up defensively by Thick, but what's happened to the Red Devils? They haven't been able to find Thick in the second half thus far.
Yeah, he's got 15 points total.
He had 13 in the first half.
Yeah, they got to go down low to Thick.
Dons leading by 5, make it 6.
So Notre Dame's getting very fortunate from the free throw line this game. Again, don't panic, but you got 23 seconds. Hold for the last shot. Stop taking your threes, unless it's like the threes the old-fashioned way. Now here's a very favorable matchup. Drive.
Yeah, but it's late. That's something Bazelis has to work on when he plays college ball next year. Meanwhile, here come the Dons. A breakaway, no. Second chance, thought about it, he'll kick it back out.
Some nice offensive rebounding.
Mid-range jumper, yes! Good. It's good! Ricky DeVito before the buzzer rang, and the Red Devils are hurting a little bit.
A 40-32 lead, buzzer beater there. 8 points to go in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame's got this, but there's a lot of time to go. But Hinsdale Central, don't get mad, don't get frustrated. Like they said, they got to execute better. They got to execute getting the ball down low. You can see him pleading his case in the huddle on the in between the quarters. But yeah, they got to get it down low, set picks, and go up strong to the hoop. Get some three-pointers that way. I don't think Notre Dame can hang with them in the paint under the hoop.
We'll take a quick break. You're watching SBS, the broadcasting network for everyone.
Stop what you're doing. If your SBS broadcast looks blurry on your laptop or desktop, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon at the bottom right of your screen. Then click on quality. Click on the highest quality that's available for you. And number 3, wait for your laptop to load and enjoy the broadcast. If your broadcast looks blurry on your phone or tablet, do the following steps. Number 1, click on the wheel icon located at the top right of your screen. Number 2, click on advanced. And number 3, click on the highest quality available. If you're still having issues, type in the live chat. Thanks, and enjoy the game.
(40-32). So to clarify, the rules have changed. Every quarter they're going to reset the fouls, and the 5th foul, no more double bonus. It's NBA style where you just shoot 2 at the free throw line. So that was right. It definitely was not in the act of shooting, but there is no more 7 and 10. Do you like that, or do you miss the old 7 and 10?
I actually like the 5 fouls, just 2 shots, much better. I think that's a great rule change.
It got a little confusing, like when do I foul, when don't I foul? Anyways, 4th quarter, and this is where things get troublesome for Hinsdale Central, because Notre Dame is known for minimizing possessions in the first place, and now they can really minimize possessions.
That's what they need to do. They need to double and then get steals on the passes. They can't just be happy with playing man-to-man defense and letting Notre Dame salt the clock away on every possession.
And now it's decision time for Kevin Clancy. What's more valuable, the timeout or the possession? If you get trapped in the corner, do you call the timeout or do you try to play through it?
Obviously, that's dependent on the scenario, but I'm also surprised they did not press the inbounds pass. When the ball goes out of bounds, that's a perfect time to be able to steal a pass.
I like them trapping Messia. He was good in the first half on those drives to the basket. Not a good foul there, though. Usually the
bounce pass from the out of bounds. So this is something they need to press on, but they're not. So this is going to be tossed into the backcourt. There's no pressure. You're letting them off the hook with that.
Double team comes. Back to the point guard in Zavarna.
This is probably good for Hinsdale Central to learn how to play when they are behind. Because there's going to be a state tournament coming up, and there are going to be some very good teams in it. There's a good double. Now that's the lob pass. That's the kind of pass you need to steal.
Got to read it, though.
anticipate it.
Nice move. Off the window, no. Excellent rebound by Thick as they're looking to push.
Yeah, they got to make the most of their opportunities. They got to get 4 baskets here to tie it. You get it inside.
Baseline drive, Bazelis, yes. Good job by the Dons not fouling.
Right now it's 3 baskets. Here they got to press, that's good. It's just a man-to-man press, that's easy to beat.
I don't know, I would have liked to do the floater there, but they're gonna shoot the 3, no.
That's a bad shot.
2-on-1 now if they hurry. Orozco, yes.
Now 2 baskets.
Clancy not happy.
Timeout. You can tell the intensity from Hinsdale Central is high, but it should have been on high for the first 3 quarters. But this is good for them to learn how to play when they are behind.
We'll stick with the action. Another report by our excellent field reporter and Kalia Butler. Well, Hinsdale Central is now instituting that press, and Notre Dame's having some issues with it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what head coach Clancy said coming out their last timeout, is to anticipate that pressure but be able to respond to it. And you can see Hinsdale has been able to go on a little bit of a run with it, and they are one of the top defensive teams in the state. But again, going back to Notre Dame, he said anticipate, but you just need to know how to react to it. So I'm sure as they take another timeout, he's going to find another game plan for that.
Do you expect Notre Dame to keep going against that press, or if Hinsdale Central takes the lead, will they stop the press a little bit? Okay. 40-36, 6:21 remaining in the quarter. Only issue with that timeout, Bob, you only got 3 left with 6 minutes to go, but it looked like they were having issues with that full court press by the Red Devils.
Well, that was an excellent call for Notre Dame to take. It's going to calm the storm down just a bit. Now, this is a man-to-man press, so usually man-to-man presses aren't too effective. You can clear out and take the ball up. You know, maybe you get a turnover if you're lucky, but it's the defensive pressure that Hinsdale Central needs to turn up, and they need to double team somewhere. So even though you're playing man-to-man, somewhere you got to peel off your defender and trap. And then you got to steal those lob passes. Off his knee, out of bounds, there's a turnover. Now you're down 4 points, 2 baskets. You've got to find a way to score every time down court. And the only way to guarantee that you're going to score every time down court is getting the ball underneath.
He's got the shot. Orozco, nope. No box out. Orozco fouled.
Traveling. See, there's the case where he had his pivot foot, and then he moved the pivot foot before he put the ball on the ground. Good call. It was a travel.
Is it tough for a point guard once they get to the low block? It's something they don't do a lot, so they feel a little out of rhythm if they get that rebound like that?
Hard to explain, but yes, absolutely. They're not used to playing underneath against big defenders, and he got a little excited there. And Orozco, he needs to realize his role. His role is to distribute the ball to the big guys underneath.
Rosslin kicks it back out.
Like Rosslin, he understood his role. He had the ball underneath on the block, but he gets it back out to the guards. You don't have a good shot. Same thing here. Patience. Take it in. If the shot's not there, kick it back out.
I'm surprised they didn't double Rosslin. Although he did make that great pass earlier in the game. Blocked.
Another
and
shot
here comes
blocked.
Orozco. Defense comes. Orozco contested. Was it a bailout foul?
No, it was a blocking call.
I don't know. I would have liked to see him play on.
He's clearly left-handed. He wants to shoot with his left hand, but he was on the right side of the basket. Should have been a right-handed shot. Probably could have gotten the contact and the basket, but he took the hand nearer to the basket, left hand, to make the shot, and that was, foiled on the defense. But he's a left-handed player. He's better from the left side of the rim. He's trying his hardest, so now he's pulling within 3. There's a big free throw to pull it within 1 basket. 1 2-point basket. Notre Dame is doing a great job scaring Hinsdale Central, but now a 2-point game or a 3-point game with 5 minutes to go. That was kind of a big free throw. Orozco, if you're going to take the ball and get 2 free throws, you have a responsibility to make them both.
No Brady Selhorse today, so it's going to have to be Raya or somebody else to contribute.
Well, and the rest of the team is doing a great job.
Like to see them get it to Messi if they can, but it's been good defense from Hinsdale Central.
Another turnover.
Don't foul. And Bazelis, he can do this too. He's a playmaker. Not just a shooter. Driving in, Bazelis. Baseline drive. Now in the lane, no.
That's all right. Offensive rebound. Patiently get another shot.
Thought he crossed over there illegally, but no call.
Well, therefore it was legal.
The refs don't call it. It's legal, right? Contested three, in and out. Messia wants a foul. Regardless, it's Notre Dame ball, but did you think it was over the back by the Red Devils?
No, he kind of got the ball while it was down low. He just reached around and just harmlessly went out of bounds. I think he was hoping or expecting that the Notre Dame player.
It was around, not over the back.
Yeah, not over the back, but I didn't like that corner three.
It was contested too. It was well read by the Dons. Don't need a triple if you're Notre Dame. Just need a good shot.
And no turnover.
Yeah, you don't want to allow Hinsdale Central to get in transition, get into the fast break.
And the clock is getting to danger zone with only almost 4 to go.
Would have liked to see him pull the trigger there. He had a matchup that was favorable.
I think if I were Notre Dame, I'd continue to hold the ball. There's traveling. But again, they peeled off from the man-to-man and put a nice double team on it. But I think if you're Notre Dame, if you can continue to hold the ball, you get fouls and free throws, but you can't have travels. Hinsdale Central has to continue to trap, selectively trap, and you got to score. I don't know that I want Orozco shooting. Get the ball underneath to a big guy, thick. Brazelis there like this. There's the foul from behind, pushes the ball back out. Not so bad. Mecchia not real big, trying to guard Thick.
Just 4 2-pointers made by Brazelis today, 6 for Thick. Thick wants it. He's calling for it. Said they feed it to Brazelis. Brazelis thought about the fadeaway.
Yeah, it was good defense from Notre Dame on that.
Brazelis, no.
Good shot. You're on.
Excellent rebound by Messia. Willpower and determination has definitely been there for the Dons today. Open triple. Oh, shoot that. This one I don't like. But he got it. Ryder Rea. Well, he's smarter than me, Bob. He's got that 4.7 GPA. Don't listen to me anymore, Ryder. Man, did the Dons need that.
You've been listening to me too much. You know that corner three is not one that they should be taking, but man,
well, especially when it's contested like that. If it's open, sure, but it was highly contested.
Was it that contested?
Well, he is taller than him, so he's able to shoot over
when he
him.
elevates, I don't know that it's really that well contested, but nonetheless, he's been hot from that corner. 6-point lead with almost 3 to go. So Hinsdale Central has only been able to lower the lead by 2 points since the beginning of this quarter.
He's 60% from 3. Glaviano is 75%. Those are the guys you got to watch out for if you're the Red Devils. Under 3 to go.
Offensive foul on the screen.
Moving screen. He cheated.
See, 6 points with 2:46 to go.
With the shot clock, it's an eternity. Without a shot clock, it's not that much time for Hinsdale Central.
Yeah, the shot clock changes things in high school basketball, and I, for one, would like to see the clock here. Now let's see, what kind of a press is this? Man-to-man? Looks unorganized now. They got a sub coming in, maybe that's why. Looks like it could be a 1-2-2, but man-to-man? No, it's going to stay man-to-man.
Breaks through the press. Notre Dame, get the best shot you can. Like to see them get it to Rosslyn.
No shot. You don't want a shot here. You want the time. Well, they took the shot.
That's exactly what you want, a layup and a foul.
And I had to confess, I didn't see the foul, but it was a good layup. So now it's 8 points, which is where we were at the beginning of the quarter. Notre Dame has upset written all over this game. I didn't see this coming.
Brazelis, his field goal percentage is good, 4 of 8, but maybe not enough attempts. Timeout. Red Devils will take a timeout as well. It's all Notre Dame today here at Fenwick High School.
Are you looking for some good food after a Fenwick football game? Then head on over to O'Sullivan's Public House. Located on Madison Street in Forest Park, O'Sullivan's Public House has daily drink specials alongside a year-round beer garden. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. O'Sullivan's PH offers dinner until 10 p.m. Even cooler, O'Sullivan's offers a late-night menu until 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On the weeknights, O'Sullivan's has a late-night menu until 11 p.m. And for the fall season, O'Sullivan's will offer 20% off food for athletes and coaches following home Fenwick games. For more information, go online to o'sullivansfp.com.
8-point lead for the Dons. Can you believe it, Bob? What can Hinsdale Central do? They only have 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining.
Well, I don't think I would use this hack a player thing, but I wouldn't have looked at Notre Dame's free throw percentage shooters before this game started. What they need to do is trap and get the steals and get turnovers. That's how they got to get back in this game. 8 points, only 2.5 to go. But they've been trying to do that for this whole quarter and haven't been successful. And then Notre Dame's at the free throw line to extend the lead to the longest, the largest lead of the game so far.
9-point lead. Time running out for the Red Devils.
Buzelis, you said he's only missed 4 shots, but I think he's missed 4 3-pointers alone.
Yeah, hasn't been his day. He's 0 for 3 from three-point land. Orozco with a big triple.
Finally, that's a good time for that. Now you got the press. Steal the inbounds. Double team. Oh, that could have been a steal. They called a foul.
Was it to the head? If it's to the head, the Dons are arguing it's flagrant.
Oh, gosh, I don't think anybody's saying flagrant, are they? He reached up from under, and that was a great way to get a steal. I don't know if that would have called a foul, but again, the referee's right there and on it. So you assume he called it only if he saw contact.
So here we go, inbounds play to the Dons.
Timeout.
Now they got 2 left.
Yeah, good solid double team there. That's what you need to do. When you have the ball out of bounds, you trap the players who getting the ball in if you don't get the steal.
Two timeouts remaining for the Dons, 3 remaining for the Red Devils.
Yeah, they have plenty of timeouts to keep possessions.
How do you avoid the corner if you're the Red Devils? How do you avoid the corner if you're the Dons? Because that's the easiest play for the Red Devils to trap.
Yeah, well, you make the pass quick into the corner and then back usually to the inbounder. Now, there's your 2 passes. Often the press will get released at that point. However, if you do get trapped in the corner, that's the play that Hinsdale Central is aiming the ball to go into. So they're guarding everybody and letting the guy go into the corner so that the pass goes into the corner. That's what they're trying to do. Then they trap in that corner. But the way to get out of that trap is give it back to the inbounder that inbounded the ball, and then they can turn the ball over to the other side. That usually relieves the pressure.
Buzelis, the ultimate team player. He told the Chicago Tribune, if I score 20, if I score 2, as long as we get the win, it doesn't really matter how much I score.
So right now, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Right now they're trailing by 6.
Yeah, they broke the press again by putting the ball into the corner and then back to the inbounder, and that's how they got the ball up the court. Here's the double team coming. Now they got to get that wing pass. Here's another timeout coming. Yep.
I would have liked to play through it, but I understand why they called it. Now you only have 1 left, though.
These are seriously good double teams, but what they have to do is, it's more than you just double team. You also have to take away the 2 players he can pass to down the sideline or across the 10-foot, half-court line. If you can double team and put 2 players to take away those passes, then you have to put your 5th player in the middle. The only pass that they would let them make would be a long cross-court into the corner, and that's a hard pass to make.
Guys they want to get the ball to would probably be Glaviano, Rea, Messia, or DeVito.
You mean anybody?
DeVito shooting 80% from 2-point land. Great game for Raya. 50% from 2-point land, 50% from 3.
Well, Raya's shooting
actually 60%.
Yeah, his shooting is put Notre Dame. It made it very, very difficult for Hinsdale Central to catch up. But I think if you're Hinsdale Central, you're looking and saying, gosh, we're only scoring 40 points. That's below our average. Notre Dame is doing a very good defensive job on them. And at the same time, Notre Dame's done a good job in the paint scoring. So you have to pressure the inbounds pass, try to get the steal, and if you don't get the steal, double team, and then take as many of the passing lanes away as you can.
Remember, it's 5 fouls, the double bonus. Did not foul. Here comes Hinsdale. They've got numbers. 4 on 2. In the lane. Draws the foul. And the basket by Buzelis. Kevin Clancy can't believe it. The one thing that the Notre Dame had to avoid, and they did it, the turnover, and Hinsdale Central wisely sped things up. On the fast break, 4 on 2, Buzelis finished.
But now you got to be careful if you're Hinsdale Central. If you make this, when you make this free throw, you're down 3, and you think it's a 1-possession game, and it really isn't, because if you don't make that 3-pointer, you're in trouble. You have to think of it in terms of you need a couple of baskets here.
You want quality shots.
Yeah, you need 2 baskets to take the lead. All right, there's the corner. Now you put it back to the inbounder. Oh, that worked too. He was open.
They got numbers.
They could have seen him take it in.
Yeah, I understand why. Because that's Hinsdale Central's 5th foul. That's what Notre Dame wants. They want quality, easy shots at the free throw line. They've struggled. In fact, Notre Dame has missed 2 breakaway layups. So just because it's a 2-on-1, it's been easier for Hinsdale Central on the 2-on-1s than Notre Dame.
Well, this is where you're valuing time more than the points.
Yeah, correct.
I think it's still enough time left that you need to value the points still.
Got to make the free throws, though. Just ask Shaq about that.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he can make his second one here.
For Steve Nash, they were free shots. For Shaq, not so much. No.
All right, 3 points.
Second time they've gone 0 for 2.
But this is where you want to go under. Get your sure 2-point basket, not a 3-pointer.
Bezelis got separation. Yes! Ice in his veins shot. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Red Devils.
I'm foreshadowing that will be a game-winning attempt with like 5 seconds to go later. Okay, so you've got a lead, whatever it is, 50-49. You have to make that shot to make the win or to lose the game. That reminded me also very much of that Jordan shot against,
but that wasn't really a shot. Jordan cheated.
Jordan did not cheat, but
he pushed off.
He about as much as Barzelos pushed off here.
No, it was more out of push.
There was no push.
Who was the guy that he pushed off on?
Brian Russell.
Yeah.
I have to give my headset away here for a moment.
That's fine. Kalia, what a game we got. 46-45 and a gorgeous shot by Vinkus Bezelis.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it's been the defensive stops that has helped this Hinsdale team get into that offensive momentum, and that's exactly what they're saying on the bench as well. Getting into those traps, creating just overall chaos for Notre Dame that doesn't really know how to respond to it. So again, giving opportunities like that to Bezelis, who is their Division I player on the team as he just committed to South Dakota. So it's been the key difference for this game.
Kalia, thank you so much. 1:27 to go as Rhea has it. Rhea, dangerous pass. Back to Rhea. Dangerous pass. Here come the Red Devils. Bezelis. Orozco, the 3. No. Bezelis gets the board. Bezelis on the baseline. It's good. Could the Red Devils do the unthinkable, come back from a 9-point deficit?
Well, now Notre Dame is up against it. They're down a point. So now Hinsdale Central does not have to press quite so much on defense. However, I think I would, because that's what got them back in this game. Notre Dame has to play for one shot, hopefully from under the basket. They can win this game with a shot with like 5 seconds to go. Dangerous shooter there.
Remember, if you're Notre Dame and you miss, you have to foul. No shot clock, so you have to foul. You don't have to foul right away, but you do have to foul.
The shooter I'm worried about is Ryder Raya.
He's 21. He's on the right side right now. There he is. The triple. No good. They say it hit the top. 19.9 to go.
So now Notre Dame is going to have to foul to get the ball back. Otherwise, it'll be a 1-point loss.
I would foul right away, even if Bezelis gets the ball.
Yeah, steal the inbounds pass if you don't foul. You can't let the clock run. Underneath, oh, man.
Don't want to foul the point guard, though.
Well, one more pass. There was 13 was under the hoop.
Yeah, but Hinsdale Central doesn't want the basket.
Yeah, they do. I mean, if you can get the ball underneath and nobody's to foul it,
I would rather just dribble it back to the three-point line and make them foul me. You would take the basket with 15 seconds to go? I would not. But that's an interesting thing that you said. Because let's say that Notre Dame conceived the basket. If they would be down by 3 with 15 seconds left. What Hinsdale Central could have done is just foul right away and make sure Notre Dame can't heave up a three-pointer.
You want the basket whenever you can get it. So it's a 3-point game. Now Notre Dame can tie it with a 3, and that's probably what they need to try to do.
They're going to probably double Raya on this possession. That was the shot he wanted. Raya, he's open. Messia for 3. Yes!
Got it!
All eyes.
We're going to get overtime.
The half-court heave. No good! Messia with the game-tying basket. And we're all tied at 49. All eyes were on Raya, and Messia was wide open.
What a great shot, though. It was on balance. He didn't have to avoid a defender. It was wide open. And then Buzelis had a chance to win it at the other end. I thought he had enough time to maybe take a dribble in and take a shot. Then that would have been that shot that we were, foreshadowing that was going to happen for the game winner, but it wasn't. So we got a 49-49 game with no overtime to go. If Hinsdale Central continues to press as much as they were at the end of the fourth quarter, they'll win this game. But if they get complacent, Notre Dame can still win this game. But I think Notre Dame might be settling for three-pointers at this point. They still need to get the ball underneath. Regardless of what happens, though, Notre Dame has played an absolute masterful game so far.
Wow, I just don't know how much more Notre Dame has left in the tank. The guy who made that shot has had an excellent game. He has 4 fouls, but you got to keep him on the floor, one would think, because he's one of their best players.
I'm not worried about the fouls. The question is, can you isolate him again for some more shots like that? But I still think Notre Dame has to go back to what got them there. How did they get that 9-point lead? Well, there was a lot from taking selective shots underneath, taking advantage of no shot clock. Hinsdale Central, conversely, has to do the same thing. I think Orozco has to stop shooting, get the ball underneath. I still say to Tyler Thick, Tyler's only got, 2 points his whole second half. Buzella's racking up a bunch of points. He's like willing his team to win for sure, but I think Thick is so wide open underneath. But they missed Michael Howell for that 2-pointer.
What a pass by Rhea, unselfish, finding Messia, and here we go, the tip-off.
Well, he also knew he couldn't, where he was at on the floor, he couldn't take a 2. He had to kick it out to a 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
Hinsdale Central didn't need to guard the 2.
Yeah, don't fall for that, right? Just put all your best defenders on the perimeter.
Right. Let him drive. Ouch, right in the head. And he's going to keep the ball.
Are you surprised they didn't call a foul on the Dons?
No, I didn't think there was one.
Thought he got him in the face before he got the ball, but oh well.
Well, it hit him in the head. One wonders, how does the ball hit you in the head? Maybe his arm.
So you think the ball hit him in the head and not the player hit his? Okay.
Yeah. But one question is, how did the ball hit him in the face unless the player hit his arm or something on the catch? But
well, if it's
be patient. You've got the ball and it's still tied.
If it's Felicio asking for the pass, he's not good at catching those passes.
I would just say, Orozco, don't shoot.
Let this guy shoot.
Yes. Or
Buzelis, nice move. They get separation. The shot, the J, no, can't box him out.
Right.
Easy basket for Thick.
That's what should be happening. Take 10-footers, that's fine. Crash the boards.
Take your pick. Who's the player of the game? Buzelis made that really nice shot to make it a 1-point deficit, but man, Thick has been great too.
Well, I mean, Buzelis has to be the player of the game so far, but it's not over yet. I would still try to make Thick win it underneath. But you're up 2. Now, Notre Dame is still patient.
Saverna. Try to get his defender up in the air. Rhea, no. Nice
Guarded
defense by Buzelis.
That's a tough 3 when Buzelis is on you.
Other thing is, too, when Notre Dame has ran really long sets, eventually Hinsdale Central is getting steals. So that's something Notre Dame has to worry about, is we don't want to take too much time in our set because eventually Hinsdale Central is going to get a steal.
Well, Hinsdale Central now can run some clock, and they are a lot more comfortable than when they have the lead than when they don't have the lead. And this has been a great game, character builder. They were down 9 at one point. They were down 8 at the quarter. Here's another layup. Say Thick, they can do that the whole game.
How do you force him to his left? Because he is just lethal going to his right.
Well, he's lethal both directions, but you're right. He's more lethal to the right. Now it's a 4-point game, and Notre Dame can't be quite so patient.
Messia, nice drive. Messia was fouled. You got to attack. Even though Thick is good on defense, you can't be scared. You got to attack. He's got 4 fouls, so now Thick's got to be cognizant of that.
He does. I mean, he's a huge part of the offense. Oh, that's nowhere close.
I think they're going to be working on free throws in their next practice.
Well, but Mecchia can hit threes, not free throws. What's that about?
Right. You don't get the cute girlfriend with free throws. You only get them with 3-pointers.
All right, he got 1. So in your vernacular, it's a 1-possession game, right?
Orozco to Thick.
Man.
That's what you want. I would like to
take your time. Get a good shot.
I think Thick had a mismatch. I would have liked to see him shoot that, but
not me.
And
no
definitely,
look pass.
yeah.
That's what you want.
Well, they got the matchup they wanted, and Thick finished it.
Yeah, they got to get the ball underneath your bigs like that. And if one guy is covered, doesn't have a good shot, they're unselfish enough to pass it to somebody else. There's no one there. Now, 5-point lead with 1:25 to go. The question is, does Notre Dame have a comeback opportunity?
Kalia Butler with quite possibly our last report. Kalia, 55-50. Excellent effort by Notre Dame, but it might be just not enough.
Yeah, and in that last timeout that they had, are actually going into overtime. Head coach Clancy for Notre Dame said that the priority in overtime is taking care of the ball, and if they have the opportunity to go and go, but they haven't really found those opportunities. And Hinsdale is a team that knows how to finish out a game, so when you have extra time, it might lean in their favor.
Who do you think is going to win, Notre Dame or Hinsdale Central?
I think this is going to be a Hinsdale Central finishing game, especially if Buzelis can keep playing that the way that he has, and they have really strong posts, and just the size overall, rebounding late in these games is going to be the difference.
Kalia, once again, you're fantastic. 55-50. We're going to have to reset the game clock, I think, to 1:25.
Well, yeah, what happened there is they inbounded the ball on the ground. The clock doesn't start until a player touches it, but the clock operator started the clock. So that's why they got to retake it. Now, if you're Hinsdale Central, I'd put somebody on the ball, so that can't happen.
So does that mean the Jumbotron guy is on the hot seat?
Well, it's an easy fix. Just re-inbound it, no harm done. Now down 5, though. Let's see what miracle Notre Dame might have.
DeVito with the move to Messia. Messia got the basket. Was it in the act of shooting?
Yeah, that's what they needed. They got 3 points the hard way. Now, this has to go in, and we're back to a 2-point game.
That's what you got to do when Thick is not on the floor. You got to attack, and they have to keep doing that with substitutions because Thick has 4 fouls.
I wouldn't do that. I would leave Thick in and let him, play defense. He is so long and tall. You just have to tell him, and he has to realize you have to play defense, be tall, but don't foul.
Oh my gosh!
They need.
Oh no! Bad pass in the lane.
Yeah, the foul.
It's good, and the foul.
This is going to tie it up if it goes in. What a lazy pass.
Everybody wants to make buzzer beaters and game-winning shots, but passing matters, and when you're lazy, good teams are going to beat you.
Well, somebody's going to make a game-winning shot today because this free throw should go in.
You didn't even have to make a shot on your possession, just get it past half court.
Oh no! Tie it. You can't miss your free throw then. A minute to go, you can just hold the ball, and then they'll put you on the free throw line.
See if you can force Buzelis into a double team, but
they're playing a zone defense. This is a mistake. They got to go man or change the zone.
Got to double him now.
Don't shoot.
Thick is the man.
There you go.
Yeah, Buzelis on the baseline gets his defender in the air. Good.
He was lucky a foul wasn't called there. Nice basket though. Now you're down 3.
Do you play on or do you call your last timeout?
Play on. You should have an offense to isolate a 3 right there.
Oh, that was what he wanted.
Buzelis is on you, though. I think they're going to rely on Mecchia for this 3.
Remember, Thick has 4 fouls. Attack him. Messi attacks in the lane. Yes.
Yep, now you're down to 1, and you almost got fouled. The referees just didn't call a foul there.
Yeah.
There was a good offensive, strong move.
I like the no call there.
So a 1-point lead.
Do you foul right away, or do you try to get the steal and then foul?
You always try to get the steal first, and then you foul if you don't get the steal. And that's how you can be aggressive going for the steal, because if you get the steal, great, and if you don't, well, okay, you can foul the guy. And sometimes what happens is that aggressiveness causes you to tip the ball or change the direction of the ball, goes off a leg and out of bounds, and you get the turnover.
So Buzelis with a very nice game, 58% from the field. How about Thick's game? 9 of 10, 90%. Excellent game by Tyler Thick. Rocky DeVito, 80%.
Assuming the stats are right.
Well,
9 out of 10.
Let's scroll down for the free throw shooting. 7 makes, 6 misses, only 54% at the free throw line for Notre Dame.
And right here is the issue, right? Ricky DeVito, he's been on the line, 1 made and 3 missed. So, you know, 3 misses in an overtime game, and now you're down by a point. I mean, you don't want to pin blame for a win, but that would have changed, you know, the complexion of the game by that 1 free throw.
Meanwhile, for Hinsdale Central, only 2 total misses. Games are won and lost at the free throw line sometimes.
Yeah, I like to tell teams that you can win the game by driving and winning the game from the free throw line. But here, you got to inbound it. You will get hacked. There's the hack. No call. There's another hack.
A break for the Dons because it looked like Bazelis got fouled. If you're Hinsdale Central, you'd rather have Bazelis at the free throw line than Dell, but Dell's a pretty good free throw shooter too. Remember, no more 1-and-1. It's all double bonus.
Well, and you're looking to get 2 here, so you make it 59-56. So no matter what happens, Notre Dame is going to have an opportunity to tie it again with another 3. And if they don't make them both here, then they have an opportunity to tie it with a 2 or win with a 3. After the free throw gets made, if I'm Hinsdale Central, if I were coaching, I would press.
Would you foul and force them to make 2 free throws instead of allowing them to get a 3-pointer up?
I wouldn't foul. I'd be more worried about you make 1, get the rebound. But, you know, Hinsdale Central would be able to secure that rebound. But I wouldn't foul. I'd make them, you know, hit a long 3.
They got more than
I would press here, though.
Last time out called by the Dons, 2 remaining for the Red Devils. We'll stick with the action.
Yeah. So,
up by 3. Who do you want to take this shot, Rhea or Messia?
Well, either one, whichever one gets open. I think the intent was Rhea, but Buzelis is on him. If they do press and fall back into some kind of a zone, then Rhea can be open. But if Buzelis is going to stay on him, you have to hope Becky can pull some more magic. But if I were also North Central or Hinsdale Central, you have to think about, you can give up the 2 underneath, but you can't foul on a shot. So if somebody's in the paint shooting, you can't foul. So Thick should be safe to play defense, but you do got to play defense on the perimeter. You got to push that 3-pointer to be like a logo shot or a half-court shot or something like that, and then it's only lucky if it goes in. But I would, if I were Hinsdale Central, I would absolutely put the press on so it would use up clock, bringing the ball up, as opposed to using up clock, looking for the open guy on the 3-point line. But we'll see what Hinsdale Central does. Notre Dame played an absolute masterful game to get to this point. They have nothing to be ashamed of. If they put this kind of effort and this kind of intensity into the rest of their schedule, they're going to be a dangerous team. They learned a lot today.
Well, if you're Hinsdale Central, you can foul. You just got to be careful you don't foul in the act of shooting. Then again, Notre Dame has struggled at the free throw line, so even if you allow 3 free throws, would Notre Dame hit all 3 shots?
Okay, here's the press. So you're using up clock here before you even get to the 3-point line. There's the foul you were talking about. He made sure he fouled and he wasn't shooting.
So that was excellent defense by Hinsdale. They wanted to foul all the way, but they wanted him to waste time to get through the press, get past half court, and now they only have 4.7 at the free throw line.
Right. So he's got to make both and be down 1 and steal the inbounds pass, or make 1, miss on purpose, hope he can get the offensive rebound.
There is no exact way to do it. Some coaches like to foul right away. That time, Latore wanted them to waste clock and then foul. I do understand the reasoning for fouling and not allowing a team to shoot a 3-pointer. But then there are times where the Bulls were up by 3, and they tried to foul, who was that 2 guard for the Mavericks? Anyways.
Murray?
No, before that. Monte Ellis. They fouled Ellis, and Ellis made all 3 at the free throw line.
Yeah.
And then the Mavericks beat the Bulls in overtime. You got to be careful when you try to foul up by 3.
All right, there's the first miss. That's not what you want. Now
you can miss on purpose and try to get a rebound.
And you have to make a 3-pointer from there.
That's what Clancy's probably telling Rhea, be ready for the pass.
That made it. All right, now you got to steal the inbounds pass. Okay, you probably don't have enough time here, whether the free throws go in or not. You got to score with 2.4 seconds to go.
You got time for a pass, maybe 1 dribble and a shot.
Maybe, and that's about it. So now if you're Bazelis, let's not overcoach this. Just make both free throws. Make both free throws, you're up 4, it's game over. If you make 1, well, then you have to avoid a long 3. I have a feeling this is going to be another automatic point here.
25 points. Just when you think you've got him all defended, finds a way to score. Just scores in bunches when you least expect it.
It goes in. 61-60. So 1 point loss. Notre Dame played fantastic. Even though it was a 1 point loss, though, it's not indicative of how well Notre Dame played. And I think Hinsdale Central is going to go back and say, we have to play better in the first 3 quarters so this doesn't happen again to the next team we play.
So we'll take a break. Game 2 coming up. Kalia will be downside at court level for either Vikas Bazelis or Tyler Thick. But we're going to take a break. Game 2 of our triple header coming up next.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, it started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast